103.2 Preston FM.
Your community, your radio.
1 in 3 people are affected by heart disease, which is why Heartbeat needs to raise over £600,000 every year just to continue providing their existing services. Heartbeat's vision is for all people affected by coronary heart disease in the Northwest to have access to support and services which enable them to rebuild their lives. And in the studio right now, it's lovely to welcome Lisa Riding, and Lisa is Fundraiser Heartbeat. So Lisa, a very good afternoon.
Hello, thank you. Thanks for inviting us down today.
Nice to meet you. And I've just remembered the name of the singer. It's Olivia Newton-John. You see, my mind just goes blank, and I'd love to say it's because I'm on the radio, but it's 24/7 a week that my mind goes blank. So Lisa, thank you for coming into the studio. And I know we're going to be talking particularly about an event that's coming up this week called Lancashire Lively.
That's right.
Before we talk about that, tell us a little about Heartbeat.
Okay, well, Heartbeat is a Preston local charity. We're a heart rehabilitation centre, which is currently positioned on off Garstang Road at Harris Park. We are a rehabilitation centre that looks after or helps people that have either undergone heart surgery or maybe to actually prevent them having to have operations to have heart surgery. We've got a team down at Pond House that helps with training, any dietary needs, and any kind of coaching really to try and enable them to continue with life after surgery or prevention of surgery.
And is it support to the patient or support to the patient and their families, etc.?
Predominantly at the moment we look after the patients. So, you know, if someone was to come out of hospital having had a heart bypass or a stent fitted, they come along and they meet with our trained professionals who would then put them on a programme which would be tailored specifically for their needs. They would then come to a regular gym meetings down in Pond House or the surrounding areas where we've got off-reach sites, and they would come down and join a programme and be in a room with trained professionals if anything was to go wrong, and also they would be in a room with people that may be in a similar situations themselves. We would be we're always trying to look at develop and grow the charity, and support to families would be something I'm sure Heartbeat would be looking at doing.
And I mean, for people who've undergone treatment, post-treatment, I take it is probably as important in many respects as the treatment itself.
Of course, yeah. I do have first-hand experience. My father had undergone a triple heart bypass as I was growing up, and to actually see somebody come out of hospital and actually the difference that an operation would make on somebody, it's quite a steep hill that you have to climb to actually get back to normal and actually get back into the swing of normal life. It's quite a challenge, so that's what Heartbeat are there to do, and to help, not just physically but also mentally. It's quite a big thing having undergone quite an operational procedure. They're there for support.
And of course we're talking about people of all ages. I know sometimes we think that it's people maybe who are 50 plus, etc., but we're talking people all ages, aren't we?
Of course, yeah, we do have, a lot of our patients are of that kind of age category, of course, but we do have patients a lot younger, sort of late 20s, 30s. We've got people on the programme of that age. We are an adult centre, but we wouldn't discriminate against anybody really.
And what are some of the things that the programme addresses? Is it to do with diet? Is it to do with exercise? Can it be along those lines?
Yeah, like I say, predominantly we are a centre that offers an exercise-based programme, but we've also got an education team who go out to the local schools, colleges, and deliver a programme on healthy living and actually trying to get into our younger generation that we need to look after ourselves. We need to make sure we're eating correctly and try to avoid them going down the route that older people have done at the moment.
So it's all about education about a healthy heart and about how to look after your heart.
Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah. We like I said, we not only deliver the programme, but we are trying to get out into the local area, and prevention is better than cure.
So you are one of the volunteers one of the fundraisers down there. So quite a challenge, as with many organisations these days, to raise money to keep the organisation, to keep them a healthy bank account.
Yeah.
So what are the things that you do during the year?
Okay, well, like you say, I'm one of the fundraisers down at Heartbeat, and trying to raise money and funds in the climate that we're in at the moment is tough for everybody. We try and not only get our own supporters or members of Heartbeat to get involved in several events throughout the year, we also are really trying to get our name out into the local community, and obviously being on Preston FM is fab. We hold various events during the year. We always have a ladies' luncheon. We also have the walk that we're going to talk about in a little bit later on, and lots of other events such as the Dragon Boat Race that happened a few months ago down at the Preston docks. And we also really try and get the local community to actually fundraise on our behalf. Maybe they are thinking of setting up their own fundraising activity, and we'd love for them to choose their local heart charity to benefit from it.
And are people referred automatically after treatment to Heartbeat, or for many is it that they find out about Heartbeat and then refer themselves?
A bit of both, really. We do get a lot of referrals from doctors' surgeries and from hospital, but we also do accept self-referrals, and we do get a lot of those from different events that we attend during the summer months, different road shows and things like that. We have and always take our referral forms with us, so people, if they were a bit concerned or a bit worried, they can actually self-refer.
And I understand Heartbeat also offers first aid training out in the community. Yes,
that's right. Where our education team do offer that particular service, along with like a Heart Smart service as well. So, like we say, we just want to get out in the community and just help who we can, really.
So what is life as a fundraiser like? I always kind of imagine when I talk to people who work for various organisations fundraising, that people sit round a table trying to come up with really good ideas on how to fundraise. Is that the way it works?
Obviously there's a lot of brainstorming that we have to do in our office, but really I feel and so does the team down at Heartbeat, we need to get in the community, we need to get known, we need to strive to get bigger and for people to realise that we're there, and as soon as that they do know that we're there, I'm sure that they'll be happy to support us.
And how important are volunteers to Heartbeat?
Super important. With a lot of our events that we put on, we wouldn't be able to run them. We haven't enough staff members to be able to run these events without actually having volunteers to support us. And we'd like to attract volunteers that aren't necessarily on our programme or relatives of people that are on our programme. We'd love to get more people involved too.
And of course, by having volunteers, the funds that you raise can then go to the core of the work of Heartbeat, can't it?
Of course, yeah, that's it. The more volunteer work that we have, the more money that we raise isn't then being paid out. It's actually going to go directly to us. So
Lancashire Lively, the event coming up, is it this Sunday?
This Sunday, down in Avon Park. This year, just to go back to sort of basics, Heartbeat are really excited that we're involved heavily with the organisers of Run Preston. Run Preston is taking place on the same day, Sunday the 28th, and they have a 10 and a 5k run, which will be going through the city centre in the morning, and then Heartbeat are taking on the fun run part of the day. And it's our annual event, the Get Lancashire Lively, down in Avon Park, which begins at 1 o'clock on that Sunday.
So a nice family afternoon.
Yes, certainly. What we're trying to sort of attract people to come down is that if they're not up to doing the 5 or the 10k in the morning, it's quite a distance for people. The 2k walk, it's a choice. You can either do a 1 or a 2k walk around Avon Park, and as we know, Avonham's a beautiful park to go down to, especially if the sun's shining. And we're trying to attract people, whether they want to come down and have a walk around the park, or they actually fancy having a run round. Everybody that takes part will get a medal and a goodie bag from Heartbeat, and there'll be information down there on the day, a little bit more information about our charity, and if people want to get involved and help us with the cause.
And did you say, is this an annual event? Have you run this a few times now?
Yeah, we ran the Lancashire Lively part last year as well, but we're super excited that this year we're involved with Run Preston, so we can make the event bigger and attract more people to different levels, whatever they want to do. And
do people need to sign up for the fun run, or can they just come along on Sunday and meet you down there in the park?
Yeah, we have been asking people to register. It's been doing so well. Run Preston, the 5 and 10k run in the morning, has attracted over 1,400 people, and our fun run in the afternoon down in Avenham has over 100 walkers or runners taking part. It'd be fab if you could register in advance, but we also are open to people registering on the day.
And you must treat lots of people throughout the year. I mean, there must be many people who pass through the doors of Heartbeat and who get involved with Heartbeat.
Of course, yeah, we certainly do. We have, like I think you mentioned right at the beginning, we have over 600 people that we see every week. We've got our services in Pond House, but we've also got our outreach centres through Preston, in Blackpool and in Chorley as well.
So there are outreach centres that people can come along to depending in the area they're living.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah. We also are very excited as well that Heartbeat are looking to be, well, they are going to be moving premises later in the year. We're going to be moving to our new site, which is the old football museum next to Preston North End. We're going to be based over there. So it's really quite exciting times for the charity. We're going to be able to offer a lot more to the local community, and would love the local community to get behind us and make it a success for us.
And of course, this is one of the ways the community can get behind you, is by coming along on Sunday and joining you. Fingers crossed that the weather will be nice.
Yeah, certainly. We're hoping so. We've got it on order.
So whereabouts in the park will you be? I'm sure there'll be signs so people will find you easily.
Yes, we are actually going to be based. We've got our Heartbeat trailer and our marquee that's going to be up. We're going to be where the cafe is, in the centre of the park, really. You should see us around there. And the walk will take place around the park. So even if it is a bit of a wet day, it should be mostly on the path anyway, so you should be all right with it.
And as we say, a nice afternoon to bring the family, to have the children down there and get involved.
Yeah.
And after this one, any other events in the pipeline at the moment?
Yeah, of course. We've always got a diary full. The next event after this, we've got a dress sale, which is taking place either in our existing premises or in the new one, just depending on how we are. That's taking place in October. And we've also got our Christmas craft fair, which is in November. All of the dates are actually on our website and on our Facebook page as well. But we've got a diary packed.
And when we talk about volunteers, what are the roles that volunteers perform within Heartbeat?
We've got lots of things. People who would prefer to do sort of more of an office role can come down with this event that we've got coming up on Sunday. There's lots of things to be packing in the goodie bags. We've got sort of work that can be done on the computer. We've also got then people that want to get out in the community. We need marshals for the event, people to get involved in challenges, come and row at our dragon boat race. There's lots of potential and lots of different roles that they can be doing.
So how do people then find out, Lisa, about the volunteering roles, and who do they contact? Okay,
well, they could just give Heartbeat a ring. We've got Julia, who is our volunteer coordinator, but you can ring Heartbeat on Preston 717 147, and they will actually put you through to Julia and actually be able to help you, in the role that you want to do. Or you could always send an email as well, and details are all on our Heartbeat website if you wanted to do that.
I have been looking at the website, quite lots of information on there about news and events and about fundraising and volunteering. Well, good luck with Sunday. Fingers crossed that it'll be nice. But as you say, the park anyway with the trees, and if you're on the footpath, it should be a good day anyway, whatever the weather.
Yes, it certainly will.
And we look forward to hearing more about Heartbeat in the future. So I thank you for coming in today. It's been lovely to meet you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Sunday nights from 9. Join Steve Franklin live for Preston FM's weekly request show.
Could I have some Pink Floyd for my mum?
Gino by Dixie's Midnight Runners.
Can I request 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton, please?
What a way to make a live.
Lavender by Marillion.
Sunday nights from 9. 103.2 Preston FM. The weekend stops here.